Locals seem to be remaining optimistic despite the snow, but those who aren't could be experiencing something called seasonal affective disorder.
Seasonal affective disorder is a pattern of mood disruption that coincides with changes in the length of the day.
It tends to arise mostly in the darker, colder part of the year.
Seasonal affective disorder, or SAD, is more common for people who are susceptible to depression and more prevalent in younger women.
People who are prone to depression anyway may find that these months of the year make them more vulnerable to depression, but certainly the shorter length of the day and the absence of sunlight plays an enormously important role.
Much like depression, the symptoms can include feeling gloomy or down, under or overeating, but there are some traits that are somewhat unique.
Things like craving carbohydrates.
Or they might find that they have a craving for sweets. They're variable. People may notice that they're having difficulty sleeping, or they may notice that they're oversleeping.
It may seem like those natural effects that everyone's body experiences during winter months.
Some have tied this to evolution, that there's a tendency to want to hibernate in the winter, and that this might be an exaggerated version of that hibernation instinct.
Most of the symptoms of depression are just variants of what our everyday life experience is. But one good way to know is to think about how many symptoms of the ones that I described you have and how persistent they are.
SAD can be treated similar to depression with therapy and medication, but also with light.
People can buy light boxes on the internet and extend their daylight hours that way.
And there's other ones where you'd sit and you could read the paper or do some exercise on a treadmill or something like that and be exposed to extra light that way.
Research shows that the further north you go, the more common this disorder is. These professors tell us if and when these symptoms should lead to seeking help.
If it persists for more than, a couple of days or certainly more than a week, if it's interfering with your functioning.
Well, one of the most important things to realize is that it's happening, because depression from any source can be very sneaky. It's like having really dirty glasses, and you don't even realize they're dirty until you clean them.
Anyone who may be struggling with symptoms of depression should contact a local mental health professional for more information.